Hello again, everybody. I wanted to get back on here and sort of relate another part of my story, and about who I really am and some of the decisions I've made. I am a kidney patient. I found out at the end of December 2014. I got sick, went into the hospital, and found out that I am end-stage renal failure. So I am a dialysis patient, and I go 3 days a week for 4 hours in center. And right now, that is my lifeline. That dialysis machine is my lifeline until I get a kidney transplant. And I'm working on getting on the list for that now. But being a kidney patient has really opened my eyes to a lot of things, really pertaining to life itself. And I've connected with a lot of people, both in the center where I go, and a couple of groups on Facebook that I am now a part of, people that we all connect to one another, and we share a common goal, a common interest that has affected our lives profoundly. And some people are a whole lot sicker with it than others. I'm just starting out, and yes, at first it was really tough, painful. I'd come home in a lot of pain. It affects you mentally. And I already had problems with depression and anxiety already for years. But now it's now more so activated just because of my kidney disease. And it just, you come home, you're drained, you're tired, you're hurting, and I feel for people who have gone through that. I've reached the point now where I do get tired still, but all the pain and stuff like that, I don't get that anymore. But I know that some people out there do. And this is what really kind of went off in my head finally some time ago, that this connection with people is something that Jesus Christ did, and we want to follow him. Sure, we're not going to be perfect. We still make mistakes. I do. We all do. But the point is that as Christians, we want to follow him. Now, I know some people out there, especially some ex-JWs, are no longer believe in God. Either they become atheist or agnostic, and that's fine. You find your own solace in life and things like that. That whatever makes you happy, that's the main point. You have to find what makes you happy. And I've found something that makes me happy. I still have faith in God. I still have faith and follow Jesus Christ. And I try to follow his example to the best of my abilities. For years I felt guilty thinking that I was not doing the right thing as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, just because of the fact that I hated field service so much. But I found a form of ministry that really touches my heart, and it's something that I really enjoy. And what I enjoy is connecting with these other people that, like me, have kidney disease. And some people, it affects them a whole lot worse than it does others. Some people cannot deal with some of the pain and anguish that they go through. And I talk to these people, and I let them know that whatever they believe, that I think positive thoughts for them, and that I pray for them. And when I do, when I tell them that, I do it immediately. And it makes me feel good. But what really made me feel so good about it, and realize that for the first time I feel like I'm doing the right thing, that that God is really helping me along with doing this. He is approving, or Jesus Christ himself is approving what I'm doing, because this is according to how he conducted his ministry while he was on earth. And a particular situation arose where a man had decided that he said, this is going to be my last treatment. I cannot handle the pain anymore, and it's too devastating, and I'm not going to go to any more treatments, and I'm just going to let myself go. And I sat and I thought about it, and I realized what he would go through by doing that. He would actually go through a whole lot worse if he just went ahead and quit his treatment and let himself go. There's probably worse ways to die, I'm sure, but he is not going to be comfortable, and it's going to be a type of situation where you're going to be in agony, and I don't wish that on anybody. And at the same time, I think that life is important, no matter what. Yeah, there are some things that people face, medically speaking, that it might be better that they're out of their misery, and it finally at peace. And I get that, I really do. As different things out there that affect people, that I can really see. But when it comes to kidney disease, there is a way out. It might take a while, yes, but in the meantime, there is a support system for all of us, and we stick together, or we try to. And many of us, including myself, right away let him know, please don't stop your treatments. It will eventually get better. You will feel better, and you won't have to deal with so much of the pain. Just keep fighting a little bit longer, and it will get better. And I told him, I'm praying for you. I'm sending positive thoughts. I'm thinking about you. Please don't do this. Just keep up with the treatments. You will feel better. And there's always that hope that a donor or a living donor or a cadaver, whatever the case may be, you can get a transplant and your life can go back to a form of normalcy that will allow you to enjoy your life better. And didn't hear from him for a few days, and I thought about it the whole time, and I really felt bad for this individual, because I knew what he was going through, because I'm living it. I'm living it myself. And I went through a period of time where I was sick, and I didn't like the treatments either. But after 3 days, he got back on and he said, I've decided to postpone the stoppment of my treatment. And he says, thank you guys for your support. and he thanked me personally too. And that, in my heart, that made me feel really good, because I felt like I took part, maybe not me personally, but I know that I took part in saving a man's life. And that is the best feeling in the world. And for the first time, I feel like um, I have been approved uh, of what I've done, this particular work I've done. And if I have saved one life in the entire life that I live, that's worth it to me. And I really hope and I pray that other people out there, especially ex-JWs who are very distraught about the things they've dealt with, I hope you guys too find something, whether you wish to continue following Christ, or whether you become agnostic or atheist, whatever you desire, whatever makes you feel better, please feel free to explore new things and find something in your life that makes you feel good in your heart and makes you feel like you are doing something good, doing something that is important to you, that is important to other people as well. It's really worth it. It lifts your spirits up, especially when things get you down. There's no way around it. There are so many people out there, whether because of religious activities or otherwise, that deal with anxiety, depression, OCD, post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever mental instabilities out there. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's because of outside influences. It's because of personal deviations with the activities of your brain. Whatever it is, these things happen to people. I happen to have grown up in an area because of the gold rush of 1849. They did a lot of gold mining, and because of that, the people in the area that grew up, a lot of the people I grew up with have faced the same problems. And I and many in my family face these problems as well. So do I. And my heart goes out to you. And if you find something that you feel so good at your heart in doing, that you enjoy so much, please do that. Please find it and enjoy it, because this is your life. And life is what you make of it. And what makes you happy is really what determines you as a person. And if you are interested in finding out what you need to do, there's so many opportunities, so many avenues you can explore, and it'll just hit you. If you're really looking for it, it'll just hit you. And that's what it did with me. I was, I had been thinking about it, of course, thinking about things that I can do, and it just hit me, like right out of the blue. And it'll probably do the same for you too. But I like to share more of my information, because I know that we all suffer, and that we all have to find our way in life, and it's not easy. But we're here to support one another, and I like to have conversations with people about this. Feel free to write me give me a message, whatever. I like to talk to others and help them to find something that makes them smile, makes them happy. Um, and I really wish you all a good life and a happy life. And most of all, I wish everybody a peaceful life. That's what we all need. And my heart goes out to everyone in my love. And I really appreciate your listening to me. And I certainly appreciate a lot of the comments I've received. There's a lot of very kind people out there. So please think about what I said, and please enjoy your life, and just go out and find out what's good, what you want to do. So that's about all I have to say about that, and thank you for listening. And I certainly do appreciate it. My love goes to everybody, and I'll talk to you again later. Have a good day.